All right, guys, we're going to take a look at something called a mid-segment. All right, a mid-segment connects, well, technically it's a segment. Well, that's not an S. This is starting out well. A segment that connects the midpoints of two different sides. All right. So let's kind of take a look at what that might look for. Right now, we're actually looking at triangles. So if I was looking at a triangle here, triangles have three different sides. So let's say I was looking, let's say the midpoint of this side is right here. Let's say I had the midpoint of a second side, but a triangle has three sides, so technically I have three possible midpoints. All right, so a mid-segment is when we connect two of them. Let's just choose the two here. This segment here, this would be a mid-segment because I'm connecting this midpoint to that one. All right. But now this mid-segment has some specific qualities. All right. One, that mid-segment will be half the length of the third side. Now, does everybody understand what that means by third side? Well, I connected the midpoints of two sides. The third side is going to be the one that we didn't involve yet. So if this is half of the third side, try and see if you understand. Well, I already cut that third side into two equal pieces. That means this red mid-segment's got to be the same measure. I can put those three marks because it's going to be the same measure as half of this third side. All right. It will also be parallel to the third side. So if this is parallel to this side, that means we're going to have the possibility two parallel lines and a transversal. So we've got these corresponding angles here will be equal. Corresponding angles here are going to be equal. There's going to be a ton of great stuff going on. All right. So just understand it. For some reason, I knew that this side measured 15. Then I know this would be 15 down here. This would be 15, and the entire way across would be 15 and another 15, which would make 30. Okay. But now where this gets a little bit crazy is that's just one of the mid-segments we could have drawn. I could have connected these two midpoints. This is also a mid-segment. Well, that means it's going to be half the length of the third side. If I connected these two midpoints, the side we haven't involved yet is over here, which means it's going to be equal to half of this side. I can put a double mark there. All right. If I knew that this measured 8, this would be 8, this would be 8, the whole thing would be 16. There's still one more possible mid-segment I can draw. And the only reason there's no reason that I'm dotting these. I could draw a solid segment. I just wanted to make it look a little bit different. So again, this is going to be half the measure of the third side. So I can put a single mark here. Well, if you look, All right, we have the original large triangle, but there's 4 smaller ones in here. All right, if you remember, because of our side shortcut, all of these triangles are the exact same because they all have the same 3 marks. All right, make sure you see all 4 triangles. Here's 1, here's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Some people realize, why did I put the 4 upside down? Because I wanted everybody to realize that these 3 triangles are in the exact same position, but this one here has been flipped upside down twice. Well, it's been flipped upside down and the other way. So just make sure you realize that this angle here is going to be the same as this angle here. All right, ton of cool congruent stuff going on in there. A lot of problems that we could develop out of this. You got to know those ideas that exist in there. That is what's going on with triangle mid segments.